Welcome back everyone to my IDC 40 run. This is Swiss round number 4 when I'm up against Pitikman at the top of his screen who is playing Water Fire Aggro, and I'm at the bottom of his screen playing Live Water Dark Hydro Hurricane with Gigasalt. I'm in the die roll but he's gonna lead things off with a Daily Fighter Braid Claw on turn 2, and I respond with a Pyrolysis Morning Guardian on turn 3. Now, some of you have suggested that I show the cards being played or say their full name because you're new, so I'm gonna try my best to do that when they're first played. He's gonna bounce the Pyrolysis with a Spiral Gate, and I'm gonna get a Gigaballs out of shields, which I'm gonna be able to trade with his Daily Fighter. And now he's gonna summon a Snip Striker Bull Razor, and I'm gonna summon a Mystria Sonic Guardian. And I'm gonna play Solgala Hello Guardian, but unfortunately I don't have any more light mana for the other cards. But I'm still gonna draw an extra card from Solgala thanks to the effect of Mystrias. I'm also gonna summon a Laura Giga Sky Guardian and play an Energy Stream to draw more cards. Now he's gonna play Aqua Surfer to bounce the Mystrias. And I think I'm just gonna resummon Mystrias, to be honest. Because if he has Paladin, it doesn't matter how many blockers I have. And he does, he evolves Aqua Surfer into Crystal Paladin, which bounces all the blockers on the field, and then also goes on to summon Cook Polon. This turn I think I'm gonna play Miraculous Snare on the Cook Polon. Put it into his shield zone where he can't really access it, and I think he's playing Emerald. And then follow it up with a Geoslag and a Laura Giga. He's gonna play Aqua Hulkus, which is gonna draw him straight into a Spiral Gate, which he can use to bounce the Gigaslag. Now he can attack with Crystal Paladin. He's gonna break into one of my Spiral Gates, which I'm gonna use to bounce the Aqua Hulkus. And the Snip Striker is gonna break one more shield. This turn I think I'm just gonna play Petrova, Channeler of Suns to boost Guardians, which is gonna allow me to kill both of his creatures on the field, as both Mystrias and Laura Giga are gonna be 6000 power. And then maybe follow it up with another blocker or two. And yeah, and there's the Petrova and a Pyrolysis and a Laura Giga, and now I'm just gonna destroy the two creatures on the field. And I think both of his paladins are gone. One is in the mana zone and one is in the graveyard. He's gonna play Aqua Hulkus and Snip Striker Bull Razor and also Daily Fighter Braid Claw. But at this point I think I can probably just play a Gigaslag, a Laura Giga, and cast Hydro Hurricane. So yeah, that's a Laura Giga, a Gigaslag, and then I cast Hydro Hurricane to bounce pretty much all the cards in his mana zone and one of the Aqua Hulkus. And I even go for shields with Mystrias and Petrova. Hydro Hurricane is a card which bounces a mana for each light creature you have and a creature on the field for each darkness creature you have. Now I could Probably just play Miraculous Plague or even something like Chimera Bait into Gigazalt. So yeah, that's what I do. I play Giga Balza, Laura Giga. Okay, I'm just gonna play another Hydro Hurricane to bounce the rest of the cards, and I'm just gonna go in for 2 more shields. But he concedes the first game, so yeah, I'm gonna take the first game here. So yeah, now it's gonna be on the play, and he charges the Deadly Fighter Braid Claw. And he passes the turn, which is very interesting. I think he knows that summoning Deadly Fighter against Hydro Hurricane, especially when you don't have some removal, is not a very good idea. Because then he just gets blocked and he dies for free. And he also charges a second one. And he's just gonna play Aqua Hulkus, so yeah, just gonna play towards Crystal Paladin, I suppose, which I think is correct. And to that end, I probably should have played Energy Stream here. But that's okay, I'm just gonna resummon them. And I meant to summon Geoslag, not the Palolysis, so I'm just gonna put the Palolysis back. He was okay with it anyway, but he does have the Unicorn Fish for the Geoslag. He probably has a lot of removal in his hand. At this point, I think I'm just gonna play Miraculous Snare on his Unicorn Fish. I'm not sure why I play Gigaslag. Maybe I don't think he has another Paladin. But I think it's correct, because the chances of him having a second Paladin are not that high. So I think just summoning the blockers with hopes that he doesn't have any kind of bounce, or at least to force him to use the bounce on Gigaslug repeatedly. He's just gonna summon Cook Polon and Deadly Fighter, and also an Aqua Guard. So this kind of tells me that he might actually have Crystal Paladin in hand. But unfortunately I don't have a Giga Balza to discard it, or a Cranium Clump. So I'm probably just gonna have to make do with a Miraculous Snare and a blocker. If he didn't have Crystal Paladin in hand, he would not have summoned Aqua Guard. So I'm just gonna play another Giga Slug and a Palolysis. Okay, yeah, I should have definitely played a Miraculous Snare here. But even if I use Miraculous Snare, he still has 4 attackers to my 3 shields, and I would need a lucky Terror Pit. So let's see if I get it. Okay, yeah, I would have had a Terror Pit, so maybe I should have actually used Miraculous Snare. Because yeah, I would have been able to use Terror Pit on one of the attacking creatures, and then Gigabarza would have traded with Deli Fighter, and then I would be able to also summon Double Blocker to contest the other 2 creatures. So even though in hindsight I know what he was holding, at that point in the match I didn't really catch on that he might be holding the second Paladin. And here he's gonna lead things off with a Rikabu Screwdriver and then an Aquahulcus. And my first 3 play was an Energy Stream. Gonna play Miraculous Snare on his Screwdriver, just to get it out of the way. Now it's gonna summon Snip Striker and go in for more shields. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna summon Petrova and call Guardian. And this will allow me to also crush into one of their creatures if he decides to keep attacking. But he's gonna have the Lucky Ball, which is gonna allow him to draw 2 more cards. And then he even passes the turn, because otherwise Petrova will just be able to attack into one of their creatures. So here I'm just gonna summon Double Palolysis and hope that he doesn't have any Crystal Paladin. Just gonna play Unicorn Fish on one of the Palolysis and a Deli Fighter. He's thinking about attacking, but I don't think it's a good idea, because I will be able to kill 3 of his creatures if he does. And here's, I think, a mistake. I'm thinking about charging Spiral Gate, and I think I eventually charge it, but honestly I would charge the Energy Stream. So I'm just gonna use Miraculous Plague on Aquahulcus and Snip Striker, and just giving back Surfer and Aquaguard, I suppose. So I do choose the Aqua Guard and the Surfer. And now it's gonna be on 4 mana. It's gonna play Spiral Gate on the Palolysis and summon a Cookpolon. And now I immediately regret charging the Spiral Gate. Because it's gonna take out 3 shields, and this turn I would have been able to play double broker or snare, paralysis and spiral gate to get rid of 3 creatures, I mean all 4 creatures at once. But yeah, hindsight is 2020. And yeah, I'm just thinking if there is even a way to stay in the game, but I don't think there is. The only way I stay in the game is if I play energy stream and I draw into exactly 2 Laura Giga, which is very unlikely. So yeah, when you're up against a rush deck or a very fast aggressive deck, it's much better to hold on to your defensive tools rather than holding on to your energy streams. And yeah, I'm just gonna play energy stream and it's not gonna draw any Laura Giga. And yeah, even if I had spiral gate, he would have had a speed attacker top deck next turn, so he would have still had game. But at the very least, there is a chance I could have had the second game as well if I played it a little better with the miraculous snare there. But yeah, that was the round 4 from IDC 40. My deck should be on the screen for those of you who are interested. And until next time, see ya.